Heyo, we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Although we may be posting this after our vacation, so
Oh yeah.
we'll see how long it takes
Yeah.
for you guys to see this. We're on vacation right now, and I don't exactly have my scanner with me, which I draw all the thumbnails on paper, so...
Yep.
Anyway, alright, let's start.
Yep, it's about time.
Yay!
Let's go volume... Oh wait, hang on. We gotta check the credits.
Oh yeah.
Yep, this week we have Chixie and Tyzias.
Ooh, the person who did Chixie is the person who does all the Nutley, like...
Clother.
Claws.
And
growling.
Person who did Tigor also
Animalistic
did Tyzias.
growl. Ooh! Yes. Let's see who did the art.
Art. This person again. Oh wait, no. This person again. Yep. Adrian. Cool. Okay. Musicians. Dave.
I know James did Chixie's, which is it'd be like that sometimes.
And then Tyzias, single female lawyer. Alexander Rossetti.
Ooh, a lawyer. Another lawyer. Here we go.
Nope. Mint Chipleaf is back.
Yay!
No. I don't know who you are, Mint Chipleaf.
I don't know who David Turnbull is.
Me either.
So, fuck you.
Mint Chipleaf is a fake as fuck name. Excuse you.
Turnbull.
I could believe that, but Mint Chipleaf? Come on. It's a Mint Chip Leaf.
I wonder where Turnbull came from. The person who can turn the bull.
Mm.
That why I cared. Maybe the person who was like the best rodeo rider. They were like, that's David Turnbull, not David Chipleaf. It's the guy from The Sun who could... It's the son of the guy who could turn the bull.
You're silly.
That's the guy who's from like the chip of the mint leaf.
Stop being close to me.
Okay, let's go.
Stop being so dumb.
They always put like a little chip of mint leaf in their tea.
Cameron. So volume 8.
Go, go, go. Of stresses, song and otherwise.
Yeah, alright, we got some hoobs. Alright, you shush, Cameron. Here we go. Another night, another ramble. A classic song comes back to you as you continue on your way. Some of that good old earth wisdom about a specific kind of footwear being made for walking. You wish you had that kind of footwear right now in this current chapter of your life.
Are we wearing any footwear?
Or any footwear, for that matter. You've definitely learned your lesson about getting overexcited at the prospect of new friends.
Have we? I don't think we have.
And running out in nothing but a bathrobe. Oh, who are you kidding? Maybe not in that particular bathrobe way, but chances are high that wasn't the last time you'll fly off in the buoyant afterglow of an intense friendgasm.
Good.
Alright.
Oh, wait. Let me look at these expressions. Go over Tyzias.
Oop.
Tyzias looks kind of like a boy, and I like it. Okay, go over Chixie. Ooh, what a baby.
Nuts.
Noodles.
Alright, well.
Let's go to Tyzias.
Yeah, we know who we're doing first.
Tyzias Antique.
George Costanza.
Roixmister.
There he is.
Roixmer. Stupid.
Yick.
You get your yick out of here.
Roixmister.
Roixmer. Okay, Tyzias Antique.
Antic.
Antic. Did we do the self-voicing last time?
I don't know. I don't care. Let's do it.
Yeah, I think we did. Because it was... Yeah, we did.
Yeah, okay.
Look at this music.
Alright.
What are you...
Just in case.
Okay.
You can still hear it.
Yes, I can still hear it.
Alright, just up ahead, you see a troll leave her hive, muttering to herself. She's holding an unstable mountain of papers and books with one arm, using her free arm to hold a mug steady. She isn't paying attention to you, which is fine. Don't get it twisted, you love to make another friend. You just understand now that it's now that it's a weird, flighty thing. Some trolls you mesh with, some you don't. You smile at her just in case. When she walks right by you without stopping, you shrug. This planet is chock full of friendable weirdos. You'll live. You only take a few more steps before the sound of her absolutely eating shit on the sidewalk makes you turn.
I was hoping we'd come across another person that also had a mug that would actually stop. Like, you think that's Tyzias?
You're
No,
dumb.
it's just another dumb troll. It
You're
looks a
dumb.
lot like Tyzias.
You're stupid. It happens fast enough so you can only really see the aftermath of upended books and papers raining down in an impressively wide circle around her.
Oh, what a baby.
It's time.
Alright. Globes. Oh, do the voicing. Got it.
Self-voicing enabled. Tyzias. Globes. Self-voicing disabled.
Tyzias.
Nonsense. Oh, I can scroll now? I can scroll... Okay, I can't scroll back.
Go back! Hit the left side, you stupid.
Why would I want Cameron?
What?
There.
Oh, okay.
There's more features that I didn't know.
Globes.
Alright.
Damn ass rock. Ooh, I like Tyzias so far.
Off to a good start.
Oh, yeah.
She sits up, that's as far as she bothers to get. After taking a sip from her mug, which somehow must have stayed level in her grip during her fall, she sighs and gets to work gathering it all back up with her free hand.
Yeah, this checks out. That's a thing that would happen to... Oh my gosh, that's a thing that would happen to me.
Definitely.
It's not like I have anything else to be doing.
You've seen a teen movie or two in your day. You know this trope. The cool kid helps the unpopular nerd after they fall like a chump
I don't think so.
and embarrass themselves, and slowly the pair establishes trust. By the time credits roll, they've gone and fallen in love.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you necessarily want to fall in love, or that you're under the delusion that you are in any way cooler than her, but still, it's tried and true, and also, like, a pretty standard decent person thing to do. So like the decent person you hope to be, you skedaddle on over. You stop short just in front of her wide-flung ring of items. You want to make sure he's not going to yell at you or murder you or anything before you interfere.
You grab a picture, you grab like a book, and she's like, "You thief!" She like throws her mug, throws everything at you.
Mm.
You steal it all.
You
It's
die.
like, damn it! Not again. What? JK, I busted ass. I know it's a scene. Well, what are you waiting for? I'm not gonna fucking do the fucking quadruple W's and the quadruple M's. Why is your quirk that?
I don't know. Who knows? Nobody knows.
What's her full name again?
Entic. Tyzias Entic.
Yeah, this. What does M and W have to do with anything? You just wanted to make that your quirk. Fair enough. Be a good buy. She was like, nobody's gonna have quadruple letters. I'll be super unique.
Stupid.
Be a good bystander and stop standing by.
He gestures kind of all around here, and that's confirmation enough. You bend to pick up a heavy-looking book, and there it is, emblazoned right on the cover. A gavel. A humongo fucker of a judgment implement too, with spines all around the handle. Dread creeps up your spine. You slowly slide your gaze from the book's cover to its owner. She doesn't have any ostentatiously blood-color themed clothes on, though, wow, she is sporting socks and sandals. Maybe you are cooler than her after all.
That's the type of person I am.
The very prominent eye bags are tinged teal.
Yep.
Globes. A lawyer. It's not that you don't appreciate your one lawyer friend for who he is. It's just, you aren't sure you have it in you to sneak your way into the heart of another. You got kinda lucky last time. The scales of judgment in your heart start to weigh on your chances.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of a...
Here we go. Alright, how do we lose?
Let's keep standing there, paralyzed by choice.
Good idea. You can't. You kind of can't look away from that gavel. Those spines could really stab a person's skull right open, huh?
Wow, thanks for all the standing around and staring assistance. It's really helping a lot. I can't just do that on my own.
You're still stuck on the image. She stands up, grumbling, and snatches the book out of your grasp. She turns, waving a dismissive hand at you.
Never mind. Now you're just in my way.
She doesn't tell you to leave, but she stops acknowledging you, which you figure is pretty much the same thing. You were iffy about this one from the start, but damn, it turns out rejection still stings.
That's that's
the gavel. The silly gavel.
It's a very silly gavel.
How are you supposed to pound it on a desk?
Supposed to not. You're supposed to pound it on someone's head.
What a dunk.
Anyway.
That's silly. This is a silly episode.
Tyzias the baby.
Alright, let's pick up more papers. You start making neat piles of all her stuff. After watching you for a second like she's making sure you're not screwing it up, she dramatically heaves herself to her feet and joins in the effort.
Ugh, I don't have time for this shit.
Here,
what?
Don't whisper.
I feel like that's how she would say it.
Okay.
Ugh, I don't have time for this shit.
Okay. Just don't be in the microphones over there if you want to whisper.
Make sure to keep the B34s together in my red folder.
Look down at your current file. That's the one with the little hook on top, right? Or is that G? So it pricks at your temples. You picked up a little bit of written Alternian here and there, but you're still not anywhere near competent at. Sifting through the papers, you search for anything familiar. You make out a few words. There are just a lot of these little guys on these papers, and you've got performance anxiety.
Oh, right. You probably still can't read.
You look up at her, startled. How can she tell?
Because we're an alien. Well, I mean, you don't look much like a troll. It isn't exactly a gargantuan mental leap to assume you're not from around here. But also, I've heard about you. Oh, shit.
You straighten up. Any press is good press when it comes to friends discussing you, right?
Teal's talk.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
Oh. Puts her mug down on the ground and picks up a fallen book, talking as she flips to whatever page he's looking for.
That little asshole is going to have even more unfortunate crap to say to me when he finds out I sell us all back by dropping half our group project in the ditch.
Your face is in flustered
Group
circles.
project. Ooh.
Is this a plot emerging? The face is in flustered circles until she finds a bookmark among the debris. Flicking a wet leaf off of it, he shoves it in the open spine of the book and slams it closed.
Ugh, whatever. I can't think about that yet. Gotta get all this back in order first.
Right, yeah, the ordering of stuff. You keep at it, doing the best you can to keep similar looking things together. You can feel her eyes on your back, and you turn to face judgment.
You basically got it right, actually. He did say you were quick at the draw. I'm Tyzias, by the way.
He doesn't so much smile at you as grimace. He looks mostly pleased as exhausted expressions go. That's as good friendship building material as any other. You've certainly started with worse than being complimented. The breeze plays at the ends of her frizzy hair, ruffling a few pages while it's at it.
I like Tyzias.
You're neat. Now that you aren't frantically trying to prove your helpfulness and have a moment to think, you don't know if the sidewalk is the best place to be starting from scratch with a whole filing system. You open your mouth to tell her as much when a huge pop of gust follows in Breeze Jr.'s wake, blowing the neat stacks back into chaos.
Oh no. Mother crumbling. Oh, she used the word mother.
She sinks slowly back down in the snow globe of paper, takes a long sip from her mug sitting next to her, and then tilts her head back and unleashes a single deep gut holler.
That's okay,
Alright.
Oh!
You settle around, catching documents out of the air until the gust is gone.
Aw, poor Tyzias, look at her, she looks sad. Yeah, she looks so stressed.
It's not that Tyzias doesn't seem capable, it's just that she seems a bit burnt out. You know what it's like to feel like you're at the end of your rope. So now that you have half a swinging grab at a handle on things here, you feel like it's your turn to do the heavy friendship lifting. What?
Oh. Ooh, what if she gets 3 options?
Oh, this is going fast.
Yeah.
Hope we get 3 options.
Okay, suggest a small breather might help, or offer to help her organize it all somewhere with less of a breeze risk. Let's talk about a small breather. I feel like that's gonna be... I don't know. Let's start with a small breather, maybe, I think.
Alright, small breather right now. You know a breaking point when you see one. You weren't expecting it so early in a potential friendship encounter, but still, it's clear that this troll needs some time to chill. This is a mess, yeah?
Chill? Excuse me?
Swings the pendulum of her chin over to glare deadened knives at your guts. Okay, yes, it's a mess. But it seems like maybe, just perhaps, it would be best to sort of put a pin in it all. To suck air in and out of your insufflation sacs or whatever and just get it together for a minute. No group projects were ever aced when the clear leader was not at her peak mental performance. She wrinkles up her nose and closes her eyes.
You know what? Fine. Fuck it. Not all of it, of course, but this night specifically, and everything and anyone I know or have thought extensively about before in my life. So that just leaves you. What do you have in mind, friend? Because I'm all out of ideas.
That word still does a number on you, no matter how many times you hear it used flippantly. You have an idea already, so you hurriedly gather her shit in extremely unorganized piles, which she drops off in her hive to deal with later. You half expect her to just not come back out, but she does. She's kept only one heavily annotated tome, and her mug, which she nods at when she speaks.
I know, but these are for just in case. Anyway, do your worst.
With a salute and a few gentle tugs at Tyzias' sleeve to keep her moving, you get going. You and your Alternian pals have taken turns leading each other to some pretty wild places in your time here.
Oh, she's so cute. Look at her.
The place you take Tyzias to, though, is somewhere you haven't shared with anyone.
Is it the gutters?
It's where you came back to on days when you can't find a friend. Sorry, where you come back to on
is
days
it the ship?
when you can't find a friend or don't want to impose on any of the ones you've made. It's on the outskirts of town, where the buildings are spread thinner until the landscape cuts upward in a jagged cliff face. Bolted into the side of the rock is a tower, or what's left of one. It's basically a heap of scaffolding and rusted out ladders holding up a half-covered platform, but it's been a good place to staunch bleeding and stargaze.
Do I give off an outdoorsy vibe to you? Does my half untucked unbutton up... Wait, my half untucked button up and paltry muscle mass scream would love to scurry up a dilapidated relic?
You'd worry about her hating your plan, but you kind of feel like she'd complain no matter where you took her. At this point, the die is cast. So, heave-ho, you say. It's stronger than it looks. You offer to hold her stuff for her during the ascent. Gives you the book but clutches the mug against her chest.
What does that mug have?
You know better than to pry, but you're dying a little wondering why she's so weird about it. That she's got liquor made from viscera in there. Maybe Ulysses gave her the mug, so it's special. Could be both. You shrug and start climbing. Like you thought she would, she follows you. And like before, she complains about it the whole time. And like the structure itself, you both weather it fine. At the top, she looks around.
It's you whenever I take you anywhere.
No.
Yep, it is.
You're a new.
You just complain the whole time.
No.
It's like, doesn't matter where we go, you're just gonna complain.
No.
Go ahead.
Nonsense.
Is this your hive?
It's more like a hideout. You still feel a little shy about it. It's not as fancy as your friends' hives, but you don't have any weird animal parent to make you snacks or anything. And you don't have any. Okay. There are only little keepsakes you picked up along the way to set up on the creaky old table next to some complicated old tech you could...
Okay, so we have been scrounging by. We haven't literally been eating nothing and doing nothing. Okay.
We've been coming back here. We have a little hideout. looking at little keepsakes you picked up along the way, set up on the creaky old table next to some complicated old tech you couldn't get the power on.
This must be an old watchtower. From when that was part of her Imperial Bitchiness's preferred method of surveillance.
Oof.
That says, ooh,
Whoa.
lore.
Whoa. He runs a hand over the dusty screen. Oh, Triza, you learned about her.
No. Her bigger, badder, off-world counterpart, the Condess.
Ah. You look at the rusted barrel of some terrifying weapon mounted in the corner, and then out over the landscape and sprawling town. In the distance, smoke rises from a freshly demolished hive, glinting in the moonlight, and drones circle it like buzzards. It's been like this here for a while then. You sit down, your legs dangling off the side of the platform. Tyzias joins you a safe distance away from the edge.
That is one hell of an understatement. But yeah, we've got a time-honored status quo in operation here. Streamlined. Efficient. Brutal.
Tyzias looks miserable. That's not what you were going for. You summon up the old Roy G. Biv in your head
She looks depressed.
You summon up the old Roy G. Biv in your head for the 1000th time. You should be safe, right? Teals are middle class? Anyway, she's a lawyer. She's got the powers that be on her side. Things so doesn't seem to cheer her up at all.
I mean, you're not wrong. But being in a position to benefit from the system doesn't make the system more morally palatable. And if I'm being real about it, it's more me being forced to uphold it than anything else.
He nods toward the book in your hands. Oh, right. How does this all work anyway? Can she just not be a lawyer? Aren't there good ones?
Yeah, I can quit. If I want to get cold. There's always a choice.
Besides.
It's not like I expect suffering to ever stop completely. It just seems like an awful lot of work to do to make sure it keeps happening. And that's the entire job of the Legislacerator. Unless you're purple enough to get away with it, you're just guilty no matter what. It's just a matter of going through all the fanfare, the trial, all for the same result. I'm sick. Wait, it's sick. But it's so normal by now that no one knows how to begin questioning it.
She looks more exhausted now than she did during the paper explosion. Like when you've used up all your sadness and all you have is a deep, broken fatigue. This isn't exactly the rejuvenating getaway you envisioned.
There's just so much injustice.
You continue to try to be positive. Are there not political parties? Some secret underground movements or anything? Sure, most lowbloods you met have a healthy fatalistic nonchalance about their situations, but there's gotta be something else out there.
There were a few people who tried to stir shit back in the day. It's all kinda hushed up and hard to find any information on the history of them, though. We were right. Definitely not the kind of thing they teach you in Legislacerator training. Ooh, training. I guess that's school. One was a mutant blood and the other had wings.
Hey.
So I guess they didn't have much of a chance anyway.
You can't imagine the story having a happy ending, but you still want to know more. There's the subtlest shift in her tone of voice now that she's doing more than only complaining. It draws you in.
One of them seems to have gathered enough of a following to have become a kind of religious figure, from what little I can find about him. The other one led a military revolt. They both were killed along with their attempts at change. I don't even know what happened to their compatriots.
She stops to squint at you.
I don't know how you got me talking like this. But in this fucking spirit of the night, I'm just going to keep going. If it wasn't clear, I'm telling you things that can get me extremely cold. So like, please be chill.
You're so chill. The chillest. And also probably pretty gullible yourself.
Good point.
She squints at you a little longer, then stares out into the night. Her jaw muscle clenches a few times before she speaks.
I have some ideas.
She's still not looking at you, but she sits up a little straighter. You feel your spine following suit almost on its own.
All of us training to be legislators, like, to practice throwing our weight around. Some of us more than others, which I guess you have first-hand experience with. But we don't have much real power yet. We will, though, if we pass our exams. Which I will. I've been staying up most days studying every documented piece of the law, and some underground stuff too, when I find it. There are exploitable loopholes they don't know about. If I can establish myself as a major player, I might have a chance to change things. Some things you can only take apart from the inside out.
I know, she's built up a fevered energy, even with the sluggish way she talks. When you shift in your seat, she kind of snaps out of it.
Oh, sorry. Guess I got a little worked up. I don't exactly get to talk about this very often. It's kind of overwhelming to think about how fucked every little thing is all the time. But now that I see it clearly, I can't not do something. I like how she squints at her mug when she does. It's like Alternia is a giant fire, and I'm pissing on a tiny corner of it while the rest of everything burns up around me. Isn't that always just the way?
Uh-oh. Your brain is buzzing with how real all that felt. You can't really add anything to it, so you just nod.
Are things less abysmal where you're from?
Ooh, boy. In ways, yeah. At home, the accused is called a defendant, at least. As in, they get a defense. Her eyes brighten.
That's exactly what I'm talking about! Does your justice system work?
You exhale slowly, trying to buy yourself time to encapsulate all of your planet's various cultures, societal structures, and similarly overwhelming list of injustices on an intelligent blurb. You settle on, not always, not for everyone. Life is short and hollow.
So much for enlightened life form existing somewhere in the universe.
Yes, until a more kind and just alien life form comes to take over, you'll just have to make do with each other.
Yeah, you're not so bad. I'd take an oppressive regime.
You're neat.
Regime, that's what it is, yeah. Oppressive regime with you anytime.
Gives your arm an awkward tap with her fist, and looks back out over the ledge.
Anyway, I'm no religious figure or military strategist. There's gotta be someone out there who is... Wait, there's gotta be... Yeah, okay. Sorry, the W's put me up. Gotta use what skills I have instead, I guess. Until I find them. What the fuck else would I do with my time?
Keep pissing on the fire is the best anyone can do, you reckon? That and get others hydrated enough to do the same. She laughs.
Keep on pissing, huh? I'll drink to that.
Takes a big swig from her mug. After a beat, she silently, and without looking at you, extends her arm your way. You stare in the mug's depths a little unnerved. It doesn't look like viscera, but you've been burned before.
What is it? Silver slime? It won't kill you.
You're not sure what it will do, but Tyzias is truthful, if nothing else, so bottoms up.
Little known you know, she's been deceiving us this whole time.
What the fuck? It's water.
Okay.
Mystery solved!
Damn.
What a noodly mystery. Tyzias grins and taps her temple with a claw.
I mean, nails can be claws, whatever.
Every time.
You should draw on his nails. Gotta give the people something. Otherwise, they might think I'm the way I am on my own. Then where would we be?
You don't know. Letting people in can be helpful, you know, sometimes.
I'm fine.
You're not convinced.
Okay, I'll admit it. It's not a bad idea to relax every once in a while. Get your priorities straight. This was a decent time. I can relate to Tyzias. I'm a workaholic.
You knew. You a whole new.
You know I am.
Yes, I know.
Go.
You're glad she's glad. But you mostly just talked the whole time about the same stuff that she was overwhelmed by to begin with. Does it even count? You learned a lot, but she still looks pretty wiped. As soon as you think that, she yawns. She's so driven. You shiver a bit when you imagine what she could do if she took the time to rest for real. Got the pile of blankets next to you. No bed, or tub of soap or slime for that matter, but it's gotten you through enough. He looks wearily at it and yawns again.
I guess my losses and my mate spirit. Whoa! Just think I'm at the book hive anyway. Library.
Library, yeah.
Well, no nap won't hurt. Terrible nightmares. She dies. She rolls off the cliff.
No.
Bad ends. I'll get up early tomorrow and recognize our stupid busy work project.
Are you in?
What?
Reorganize.
Reorganize our stupid busy work project.
Busy work projects.
Ooh.
I'm still in training. Yeah, you are.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
You're not a real lawyer yet.
Yeah, no shit.
She tentatively lowers herself down.
Because she's still a baby on a baby planet.
Yeah, I know.
Baby.
You're a baby.
Go.
She tentatively lowers herself down onto the blankets. Her eyes close for a brief second before they snap open again, glaring at you with full force.
Don't doubt me, either. You've got it under control.
Oh, you have zero doubts in her abilities, you say. She rolls back up against herself, and a small rattle of contentedness shakes in her throat. Out in the distance, the blaze has dimmed to a thin plume of smoke. You hope whoever's hive it was is okay. Zephyr. You're not sleepy, so you'll keep watch to make sure she gets up by sunrise. You tilt your head back and look up at the unfamiliar constellations. Your head feels full, it's intense, and not exactly what you'd call happy. But you know you're feeling it with her, and that's far from nothing. Yay!
Yay, zed.
Yeah.
Z.
Victory.
That's cute.
One in that.
Let's go to the other one.
Alright, time to lose.
Yeah.
Woo!
She looks so sad.
Let's help her organize it all somewhere with less of a breeze risk. Hey, your night is pretty wide open. You wouldn't mind moving this operation to a less windy location and getting it together for real. Okay, thanks, Mouth. Sorry about that.
Go. Yeah, alright.
He still sits there kind of dazedly. So you take over. It feels nice to be useful, even if you're not super confident about your skills. You at least know how to make a mean pile. After you make a handful, then she moves to join in the effort, so you shush her back down. You're helpful McHelp person. And you have got it. Makes a non-committal noise and watches you work. Try not to feel too bad when she winces at a few of your sorting decisions. It doesn't stop you, at least. She scrunches up her face and yawns, which catches you off guard. Man, she really is wiped. Cameron, you knew.
To count him off guard, it must be loud.
Cameron, stop! You look away from her to the paper you were about to grab, but it's not there. Maybe it blew into another stack? Or you picked it up already and forgot? Yeah, that's probably right. Anyway, she had her eyes closed so she didn't notice. It'll be fine. This paper will cause us to lose.
It's just like the screw. It's
Yep,
just
it's
the screw all over again.
Oh.
Once
you have everything kinda together, you help her to her feet. You're pretty sure that was her hive you just walked out of, so you ask if you should go there.
No. I was headed to the book hive. I can take you there.
Seems to rally a bit, now that it's her turn to lead the way. Picks up a hefty stack of her things, balances her mug on top of it all, and starts walking.
Move it or lose it. Okay, so she keeps the mug close to her just because she doesn't want people to know this water.
Mm-hmm.
So that people can think that maybe there's a reason she's a nut, and it's not just her being a mental noodle. It being the opportunity to engage in some really tedious micromanagement.
Oh, all these words are expanded drastically. The quad M.
Management.
Expanding words. There's no choice to be had, really. You move it. Book Hive is an imposing building, and inside are a series of rooms opening off a central atrium.
Hexagonal shelves.
What a nut. It's really noodly.
It is noodly. I love it.
You walk past one open set of double doors, showing off a room full of weird statues and display cases.
That's great, because now I can make bookshelves look like that.
Dunk.
I feel like there were already bookshelves that didn't look like that, though.
You sure are a dunk.
Anyway, let's go.
Full of weird statues and display cases, and another one bright with the light of dozens of display screens and humming with electricity. Yeah, and Homestuck, you nut. Plenty of rectangular shelves.
I know.
Further around the cave of the room, you pass a room. The curve of the room. You pass a room full of brains in jars. It really looks like brains in jars. There's another still, a windowless one, ostentatiously secured, with multiple padlocks and what looks like a retina scanner. There are a bunch of trolls in each room, and as you keep passing doors, you realize they're almost all Tealbloods. Are they the, Nerdcast?
Wow. Harsh. I mean, yeah, though. We kind of are.
Snugly.
I know plenty of Goldbloods who spend their nerd energy ruining the internet from their basements, and Blue Bloods usually have their own personal jerk-off book hives. And there are always outliers, I guess. But yeah, between us and the Jades, the book hive is blue-green dweeb city.
Tyzias keeps moving like
That's good information.
This is nothing new. Friendsim is untrustworthy, do not believe.
Fuck you.
To her, you guess it isn't. She pushes a creaky wooden door open to reveal a large study room, full of bookshelves and furniture. There are even a few weird-looking ferns decorating the place. And here are a bunch of trolls, some reading, many on their computers. You dump the stuff you lugged here onto one of the tables. The sound echoes in there, and a handful of trolls look your way. Yikes. You hope your presence won't be too conspicuous.
You're probably fine. Unless anyone gets horny for acting grown and wants a bounty. But you're with me, so they probably won't mess with you.
You're a little surprised by that. Tyzias, who has slumped down in a chair and is stolidly reorganizing her piles, doesn't exactly give off a brawler aura.
No, like, they know I'll talk them out of it. Or whine at them about leaving me alone until they do.
It makes you feel safe enough. So, time to do some old-fashioned organization. What is this big project anyway?
It's just some bullshit.
Stops and cuts her eyes around the room, but no one is still paying attention as far as you can see. She starts speaking again, quieter.
An assignment for one of my legislator training courses. We're supposed to choose a prosecutable what would you come here if you're prosecutable offense from the scrolls of evisceration and list all potential.
You must be able to sense your eyes glazing over at the idea of another long and not parsable legal jargon ramble, because she cuts herself off there.
It's barely worth describing. Grub school. Yeah! This is school!
Grub school. It's like grade school.
Yeah, grub school level, honestly, but it's extremely fucking tedious to research and then annotate.
Hey, middle school.
Baby. I love that. Look at that expression's a good expression. I love it. Especially when you can't find sources that haven't been scrubbed nice and fuchsia. Anyway, as long as we get things... Oh, I get it. Scrub nice and fuchsia, because it's like that they took out all the information. Anyways. As long as we get things in the right folders in the right order, we should be good for now.
Sounds good enough to you. Plenty of time to keep chatting and getting to know each other. Though, you said this was a group project, right? Where are her group members? Shouldn't they be contributing?
Like I'd let them. Just kidding. I'm very good at allowing people to help me.
He grits her teeth and nods at you, masterfully setting aside the papers labeled with a letter that looks like a little microscope.
Case in point.
That's, it's H. Pretty sure it's H.
Yeah. Well, anyway, she's like gesturing to us, like, you're the one. I'm letting you help me. Anyway, they did their parts already. I just want to make sure to add the finishing touches.
Right then, you're approaching footsteps. It better not be some high blood you gotta take out. I mean, you'll do it if you have to. It's tried and true. But you're just not sure how well this dynamic duo would fare in that case.
We don't seem very
Gonna take someone out with our rainbow drinkers. Aesthetic.
Stupid. Go.
You stop scanning the room for potential bludgeoning material. When you see Tyzias' expression go from regular tired to tired and annoyed, but not in fear of mortal peril, you hear him speak right as you start to turn.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be Tagora. I knew it was gonna be Tagora because apparently he's the only teal blood that knows us. How the mighty fall! And into a mud puddle, it seems.
This is good.
At least my associate seems to be picking up after you fairly efficiently.
Neat boy.
Fuck off, Sorgor. We'll have it together in time. You're sure you don't require any assistance? I'd have to raise my rates from my original offer, but you know it still stands. You did your part already, so spare me both your sales pitch and your company before you give me a second acid tube ulcer. Oh, right. You need to do those final edits of yours. Subtextual anti-establishment agendas don't insert themselves after all. Suit yourself. See you in class!
And give each other an incidental but inscrutable hand signal. An identical but inscrutable hand signal. If the huff of perturbation from a nearby jade is any indication, it's gotta be something vulgar.
Perish. And perish.
Stupid.
Perish! It's like stack my voice. Perish and perish.
Be a noob. Be a complete noob.
Perish.
Smirks and raises his eyebrows at you as he turns to go.
Come by later.
You nod. You open your mouth to be nosy, but Tyzias sees it coming a mile away.
What? You never had a class friend? Someone who does good work but is miserable to hang out with? I don't have time to waste on more than one quadrant or on lying to you. So don't blow a brain gasket.
Just when you think you have all the troll dynamics down, you gotta make room for that cursed bastard nuance. Anyway, you guess it makes sense. You and your troll friends have all kinds of weird vibes with each other too. Whatever works.
Exactly.
You're back to happily sorting. Tyzias rolls her shoulders, starts leafing through your piles.
Where's my... Have you seen my handwritten page? Should be here.
Starts double checking herself. Her face doesn't so much escalate as it does intensify. The whole body becomes almost graceful with efficiency.
You got everything, right? I thought I watched where it all went. I could have sworn I saw it land.
You can help her redo a lost page. It shouldn't be too hard to recreate it. That doesn't help. He glares at you and starts forcefully whispering, still double-checking piles without looking like he knows them by touch.
You don't understand. Those were my personal notes on an extremely sensitive topic I discovered while researching.
Oh boy.
Tyzias gets cold.
Immediately.
I was only planning on using it to inform my stance, not turn it in with the rest. It's not here.
She stops her futile search, pounds the rest of whatever's in her mug, and holds her head in her hands.
I'm fucked. I might as well lay down here until moss grows on my desiccated body.
That's dramatic. You don't want to blame her or anything, especially since it is possibly sort of your fault that it's lost, but you still want to give her hope. Maybe next time she could use Google Docs. It won't blow away, and it has collaboration settings you've used them with. Her head pops back up, her features slack.
Can't use Google Docs for this. Are you listening? That is the whole point. You know who owns that, right? Every document is monitored. Analog is the only way to do anything, unless you know how to get me onto the dark web, which I fucking doubt. If someone found it, if my handwriting is recognized, I'm dead. And I'll never be able to.
Trails off, just sort of slumped in her seat, staring into the void. Shit, you really fucked up. You admit to her that you may have allowed one page to blow away when you weren't paying attention, and that it could have possibly have been that one.
Great. I can't believe it was stupid to let someone else handle things. I was just so tired.
Shoulders start to shake a bit.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh no. He doesn't cry, but you almost wish he would. The way she just keeps blinking back her tears and hiding her face with her arms worse. She feels invasive to watch, and thankfully it doesn't last. She sniffs once, clears her throat, and wipes her face with her sleeve. Silently, she stacks all her things back in a pile.
Okay. Need to retrace my steps. Maybe it hasn't been spotted yet. Maybe it'll be okay. It won't, but oh well.
You reach to help, desperate to fix the situation, but she gingerly picks her hand off one of her books and drops it in your lap. Your stomach sinks to join it.
No. Don't worry. I've got it.
She wrestles it all into a precarious heap in her arms. Wobbles once as she makes her way steadily to the door. She catches it herself. Head high, she keeps walking. She doesn't look back.
Oh, poor baby.
You sure neutered it up.
Oh, I love Tyzias. She's such a baby. Oh, Tyzias.
What a
Oh,
hoob.
I love Tyzias. The
Hoob
baby.
confirmed.
Oh, the baby.
Hoob confirmed.
Oh, I love her. She's relatable.
What a hoob. I
Mm-mm.
wonder who the mate spirit is.
And she's also like, she doesn't get angry. She was like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll handle it. It's a lot like me.
What a nut.
Oh, poor baby.
Nut detected.
Oh, poor baby.
Nut confirmed.
I want to give her a baby hug.
Nut spotted.
I love her.
Who's the mate spirit, Cameron? Who is it?
I don't know. I'm glad she has one.
Who could it be?
I love her. She's such a baby. Mate spirit is me.
Civity.
No. Maybe. That would be Dunkley.
We triple Dunkley.
Yeah. Alright, let's go.
Alright. Well, very exciting episode.
That was fun. I enjoyed that. A lot of information. Informative. Baby.
Very, very exciting episode of Hiveswap Friendship Simulator 2018.
Why are you such a stupid, dumb...
I'm not stupid, you're stupid.
That was enjoyable.
You're
I enjoyed Tyzias. She's such a sad baby. She's such a tired baby. I love that baby.
It's a good quality, high fidelity, excellent premium, grade A,
Hurry up!
prime
And
cut,
the baby!
fine European cheese.
Gotta record the next baby.
Yep. All right.
See you guys soon.
Soon.
Odds are nobody's gonna watch this until the future anyway.
Yep.
Majority of people are not going to watch this until later.
And even then, how many people are gonna look all the way back?
Perish.
You perish.
Perish.
Perish.